Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Recently, as the listener knows, I do ongoing series of articles on different topics, and I did an article recently, and we did an interview recently online at priceofbusiness.com with Torsten Kolind, and he's with a company called unoodle.com. And Torsten's topic that he and I discussed, innovation from the outside in. Torsten, welcome so much to the program.
Thanks so much for having me.
Tell us about yourself. Give us a little bit about your background and your company.
Sure. So uNoodle does competitions for entrepreneurs. So basically, we help entrepreneurs win prizes and awards that are typically given out by big brands or by foundations or anybody with money for entrepreneurs. And my own background is I actually grew up in Copenhagen, Denmark, but came out to San Francisco about 5 years ago to be a part of the exciting world of tech startups.
Okay, and you came here when?
It was about 5 years ago, back in 2009, right at the.
But you had lived the rest of your life in Denmark.
Yeah, that's right.
So explain your accent or lack thereof.
Well, as it happened, I went to school up in Dallas, so it's not my first time in the country, but I did grow up in Denmark and lived there for many years.
Yeah, because nothing like the Northern European accent that I would have loved to make fun of, but we don't have any of that. So very disappointed. Of course, you can always counter by saying, "Hey, tell us about your language abilities, in English, Kevin." That'll get me to shut up almost immediately. So us ugly Americans. But anyway, I love it. unoodle.com. Kind of give us an overview of a typical client for you.
Right. So we work with mostly kind of bigger brands, brands like Intel or Verizon or Amazon, and we basically help them how to access entrepreneurs and give awards and prizes to entrepreneurs. You will have seen awards like the Powerful Answers Award or the Amazon Global Startup Challenge, and they do these awards because they want to interact with startups, and I think that's a really fascinating new trend that big corporations and small companies increasingly are looking to work together more and more.
Okay, and so you work primarily with enterprise-level companies.
Right. But obviously we also need the startup side, so we have thousands of startups, tech startup companies that interact with us in order to get access to the large corporations.
Fantastic. What would you say is the biggest resistance you get to your company? Because let's face it, there's always a lot of sales resistance when you're trying to bring in, especially trying to bring in something new. Tell us a little bit of the where the resistance comes.
Right. That's actually a really good question because what I at least experience is that most of the clients we work with, they know that they have to innovate from the outside in. They know they have to talk to external stakeholders in terms of doing innovation inside their companies. But it's the startup world to them is still pretty elusive. They hear about the big success stories of like when Facebook or Twitter goes public, but for them to really understand, well, there may also be something in their industries or in their fields. That's where the biggest resistance is. They don't really see how it applies to them.
Okay, and how do you overcome that?
So what we try to do is we try to just be super lightweight in how they interact with these startups. Because when you think about it, startups and entrepreneurs have amazing new business models and technologies, and they're always super passionate about what they do. So there's a lot of good stories around that, and we like bringing the stories and the startups to the front and letting them lead that battle with the corporation. So basically, letting them kind of take a stab at reinventing, let's say, a business model or a market for that corporation and showcasing it to the corporation. That helps open a lot of eyes, and that's why prizes and competitions are usually good, because that motivates the entrepreneurs to do something like that, and it's a very easy way for a large company to get access to really bright minds.
Very cool. Very interesting conversation, and learning more and more about what you're doing. I'm really impressed. Is it largely working? What division in a company do you largely navigate with and work with to achieve this?
So our own mission is that we want to level the global playing field for startups. So really, the best company for us is a company that's very global in their focus. So a technology company or a company that just looks at a global market. Those are the ones that typically are the most interested in the global field of innovation within their industry. So that's kind of the ideal match for us. So those are the ones we can help the most.
Got it. Do you work a lot with startups?
We do, and actually, that's how we started. We started off being a platform for startup competitions, mostly held at universities. So we kind of have that sort of grassroots background of how we started all this up, and we just started having so much traction and so many startups on this platform that corporations came to us and said, "Hey guys, is there any way that we can get access to your top startups within our particular field or industry?"
Very interesting. Thanks so much for your time. And Torsten Kolind, a great company. I'm excited about learning more about you in the days to come. How old is your company?
Company is 4 years old now, so we're still
wow. But growing fast, and people need to learn more about it. First of all, check out our great article over there at the new and improved priceofbusiness.com. Love what they're doing with that site over there. And then also go to YouNoodle, just exactly like it sounds, YOU-Noodle.com, and learn more about the company. Thanks so much, Torsten.
Thank you so much.
When we come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at USDataReview.com. I am your host, Kevin Price, and this is The Price of Business.